two far ends of the pole. Mixed reality, extended reality, merged reality is everything in between. Okay? So it's not an exact definition of MR. But here's the beauty behind AR, VR, and MR. As developers, as creatives, as engineers, as designers, the way you build these type of applications, for the most part, pretty much the same. So, if you learn how to build for VR, you can pretty much build for AR. If you learn how to build for MR, you can pretty much build for VR. Right? It's not that much of a difference. I will point out the differences. All right, so you guys ready to step into these 7 steps of how to build great apps? Yes?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to put my mode in. I'm going to run through the 7 steps really quickly because hopefully you'll remember these 7 steps. Step number 1, sketch an experience. Play it out. Okay, simple to understand. Step number 2, after you've done that, choose your device. Choose your form, choose your platform, choose your device, choose your form factor. Step number 3, choose the platform, choose the tool sets that you're going to use. Step number 4, build out the scenario. Step number 5, add the magic, not the leap, but the experiences. Step number 6, package and deploy. Step number 7, test, and repeat. You're going to hear this theme throughout this story. I was on a project one time, a Magic Leap project actually, working with a couple of clients that shall remain nameless, that recently won one of the grants that Magic Leap had. They had an independent creator program, and the company won the grant. And I don't work for the company, I was just a contractor with the company, but I was heavily involved with building some of the apps that we were doing. And we sat in a room with our clients, and we were trying to figure out how to build the best app. So we had one of the engineers playing the consumer, I was playing another, and the scenario kind of went like this. Look at that! How big is that? I'm not sure. Let me check. Oh, that's like 33 inches. How could you tell that? Well, 33 inches, that's how I know. I don't believe you. Well, look at it through my fine glasses that I have here. Yeah, you're right. But I still don't believe you. Get a tape measure. All right, go get the janitor. He has the tape measure. The janitor comes in, he measures it out. He goes, that's 34 inches. Well, 33 inches was good because the client really doesn't know it's 34, and it's not like they're building a building or something. Dwight, they are building a building. Okay, we better go with 34 inches. What happened? Well, in that scenario, we tried to use a cell phone to play out this design, and we got close. Then we tried to use a headset to play out the design, and we got a little bit closer, but in reality, the tape measure, the accuracy was just better. And it just so happened to be that the consumer really was building a building. So we couldn't go with any of those approaches because 33 inches, if you build a bridge that's meant to be 34 inches, well, not a bridge, but you get the point. If you build something that's meant to be 34 and you build it 33, something's not going to work, right? You're welcome. Scenario number 2. This was actually at a internal hackathon that we had for an internal company. And we played out these 2 different scenarios. You walk into this car dealership, you go to the lot. It's a Toyota lot, by the way. And you see some nice Toyotas, RAV4s, CHRs, all these different models of cars. And you go to the dealer and you ask them, I'd like to see that car in green. My daughter drives a green CHR, by the way.
I do.
And they didn't have the green CHR. So they said, well, you can look it up in this catalog, in this book. This is what it's going to look like. And we were like, yeah, but is that the real color in the book? That's going to be the real color of the car? Can we really see it? And how big really? Is it going to be the exact same model? You know, what does it really look like? And all the dealer could really do is to say, well, come sit in a car that looks like this and kind of envision or kind of dream about what this is going to be. So at the hackathon, we played out that exact scenario. We got a chair, sat it here, and we got a little prompt of a steering wheel. Someone was holding it, and someone sat in the chair, and they said, now, there were only a way that I can actually feel like I was sitting in a car. So we took one of these, and we said, put it on, and envision you're actually sitting in a car. And the person who was doing the scenario, he really, really enjoyed the experience. So what was all that about? Those two scenarios sketched out a role-playing theme that gave us feedback on if this app that we're going to build, if this experience was really worth the trouble in building. In the case of the cell phone, of trying to measure 33 inches, no, it was not. In the case of a headset trying to measure 33 inches for architectural firm, no, doesn't work. Other things work, but not that scenario. In the case of a salesman trying to sell a car, if you put some glasses on somebody when they're trying to sell this car, right? If you can give them that real experience of actually sitting there what the car is going to look like, what it's going to feel like, what the interior is going to be, and the true measurements of what it's going to feel like inside the car, that's a much better scenario. So, step number one is what? Sketch your experiences. That's simple. It's easy to do, right? So here you add the 3D model or asset into your environment. You pretty much add your camera, you set up the settings, and then you simply you build it out, and you simply hit build and run. I actually have it built already. So if someone wants to try it on with this device, you're welcome to come over here and try it out. Could you help them? It's called the ML1 demo. It's probably you can do it with that. Sure. Don't do it in the chair. What's that? Yeah.
What's it called?
ML1 demo. So I have another example with the HoloLens. So this example that he's going to try out is really simple. It's just a car that's going to plop right down. Right? So, everybody remember the first few steps? Step number one was sketch your experience. Step number two was
choose your device.
Form factor, choose your device. Reach versus reaction. Step number three, choose your tool set. In this case, Unity. Step number four, start to build out the scenario. So in this case, I just dropped a car here, and I just want to see what it's going to look like. And that's what they're about to do in the back. There it goes. And what this is going to do is just going to put that same Toyota that we see over there in the Magic Leap, hopefully somewhere around here. It's loading. Give it a second. And as it just stand still, just keep looking like where you're looking. Don't move. And so that's the ground. So just move the left.
We hear it.
And if you look up at it,
Trees. Oh.
yes. So that's the environment. And again, we took the feedback, and the user said, what if we could change the color of the car? So if you look at the car and just ask it to change it to a particular color.
Change it to silver.
Say change car color to silver.
Change car color to silver.
Why would you choose silver? I don't even think silver is a color on it. Fail, unit test fail.
Change car color to red.
It looks orangish.
Beta test fail. Okay, no problem. But if you can imagine, we can make it bigger. It's really easy to make it bigger. If we made it like car size and put the chair in front of it, she could sit in the car. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep walking because it kind of moves. You can change the
Walk outside
tire
the room.
colors, you can change the rim colors, you can change the internal to say what would it look like, I think, with leather.
Can I do that? Change seats or change interior?
I think it's change interior is the key word.
Change interior to leather.